let's dive into it. This video is going to discuss our entrance door that we use on the Aire tent campers. At VIDA, we build all of our doors in-house. We don't bring them in from various suppliers. We build them right here. They're stronger, they'll last longer. We use better, thicker, stronger components on the doors. Starting off with our door jambs, we use an all aluminum door jamb. It is an extrusion that we have specially made to fit. Then we have our core of the door, and you can see here, it's made of aluminum square tubing, fully welded. We notch out the door for the door lock with additional framing in the center. And we use a continuous piano hinge. Piano hinges are one of the strongest hinges. Most RVs do not use a piano hinge. We do. We don't use a single, double, or triple leaf hinge. This will ensure that the door lasts. So the next step in our entrance door process is we would take the core of the door frame. Again, it's a 1-inch square aluminum tubing, fully welded together with additional framing. We notch out the door framing for the door lock so that it gets tight and close to the jamb for better securement. So once we have the door frame, we would simply glue on Azdel. And Azdel is a composite wall panel. It's made of recycled fiberglass shards that are compressed down. They have a felt backing. That allows the urethane adhesive to bond well. The urethane adhesive that we use is a high quality urethane adhesive. It works in high and low temperature, and it also holds really well. They use this in the automotive industry for windshields, quarter panels, anytime where we don't use a rivet or we don't want to use a screw, we would use urethane adhesive for securement. It also creates a watertight edge. And so this would get bonded to the aluminum frame. And then once it's secure, we would take block foam, closed cell foam, and we would insert that into the framing and glue that to the Azdel. Once that's completed, then we would take an 030 aluminum sheet, same as what you'd find on the cabinet. It's going to be white. And we would glue that to the inside face of the door frame. And then once that's complete, we would then flip it over and glue your selected color of choice, black, blue, red, yellow, and we would glue that to the Azdel, which would become the exterior side, okay? Now, the reason why we put Azdel behind the aluminum is to create a stronger, more durable bond, and that completes a better layering of the door itself. So there you have it. Here is a completed layered door frame, completely glued, cured. As you can see here, we have the white skin bonded to the aluminum frame. You've got the Azdel bonded to the aluminum frame along with the exterior color. In this case, it's yellow. So now we've gone over the raw aluminum components that we use to build the door jamb and the door. We're going to discuss the next steps on the door jamb and the hinge, and then we'll discuss the door frame itself. So once we have the raw aluminum door jamb, we would sand, prime, and paint these door jambs, and they would be installed to the wall. There's an image of the final painted door jamb, and you can see we've got multiple holes here. We would rivet with urethane adhesive behind. Same thing for the piano hinge. We would again sand, prime, and paint, and it would get the same semi-gloss black. So once the door core is glued and bonded, would take about 24 hours for the glue to cure. We then install the door capping in painted gloss black, and then we would install our piano hinge. The piano hinge is installed with multiple rivets. Behind the rivets and the leaf of the piano hinge is going to be your urethane adhesive. Now, the door itself, as you can see, our exterior color is charcoal in this case, white on the inside. And then the last item would be the door lock with 2 keys. Okay, so there we have it. A real short understanding of the process of which we build our entrance doors. Again, we build all of our doors in-house. We don't bring them in. We use better quality components, all aluminum with watertight urethane adhesive. We don't use screws, and we want to make sure it's designed to last.